Alright, let's get to the interesting part. This is the theories on the family and the economy. This is going to apply to every other subject in the book. So if you get these fundamental ideas down for every single theory, you can apply them to other sections of the book, such as education, um, global development, and religion. So there's four main, actually five main theories. You're gonna have the consensus, the neo-functionalist, the Marxist, which is the conflict approach, and the neo-Marxist approach, and also the feminist approach, but I'll get to that in a later video. Today we're going to be dealing with the consensus approach, and this is the neo-functionalist, the functionalist and the neo-functionalist approach. So what does the consensus approach deal with? So the consensus approach deals with society being run as a good analogy is like a organism, like a series of organs that are conjoined together to make up society. So Murdoch says that there are functional prerequisites of the family. I spelled prerequisites wrong, whatever. You have these functional prerequisites are reproduction, socialization, stabilization, and economic stability. This is what Murdoch said. This is a functionalist approach. That's going to be the basis of the functionalist approach. What do these help do in society? They help stabilize the economy. They help essentially what functionalists believe is the family unit is like a factory. It produces human personalities in a sense that prepare them for the economy. Fletcher says that families have core functions versus their peripheral functions, and as previously mentioned in the video, core functions differ from peripheral functions. Imagine peripheral functions as like your peripheral vision. These functions are going to be replaced by other institutions. Core functions, on the other hand, are stabilization and socialization of children, for example. The family plays the family has core functions, such as the two I just mentioned, and then peripheral functions would be like education, and you can apply this to the education section in chapter 6. This is going to be chapter 5. So yeah, you could bring this to other sections in the book. Neo-functionalists. One neo-functionalist is Horowitz, and he basically says that the family is a bridge between the micro level and the macro level. So what families do is they prepare individuals on a micro level, so within the family, for a transition into the workplace. And this is done by learning certain behavioral rules to fit into the workplace. This is dealing with primary socialization. Remember, primary socialization is the things learned primarily from birth and transitioning into secondary socialization of education and things like that. Horowitz also states that the transmission of rules is crucial in the family structure, and this is through three main prospects. Enforcement of rules. These are solidified by emotional connection to parents. So your emotional connection to your parents enables you to solidify your morals and follow the rules of the education system and also the economy, since the education system and the economy are largely related. So emotional closeness. This deals with how your family ties, your parental ties. So what connection do you have with your parents? And then this can be tied with the enforcement of rules by emotional connection. So emotional closeness is vastly similar to the one I just previously stated. The last one is observation of intimate adult relationships, and they can apply to institutions outside the family unit. So what does this mean? This means that your your what your parents teach you, your adult relationships you have with your parents, and what they teach you can be applied to institutions outside the family institution. So, as I just mentioned, the education system and the economy, or any other institution in society. And then next, we're going to be dealing with the conflict approach. So that was the consensus and the neo-functionalist consensus. You have Murdoch and Fletcher as your main two sociologists. What did Fletcher say? You have your core functions and your peripheral functions. Murdoch said that you had these four main functional prerequisites that every family must have. Remember, reproduction, replacing dead family members. Socialization refers to your primary socialization, so learning basic rules and behavioral rules, and how that applies to other institutions in society. Stabilization of adult personalities. The family is largely based on stabilizing children and their personality during teenage years. Economic stability. This just refers to what place you have in your social status in society. And these all help stabilize, remember, okay? Neo-functionalism deals with, you have basically one main sociologist, and this is Horowitz. So I hope that helped.